Hey guys, John Man here. Here for Deck of the Month for March. It's one day late, but hey, it's still within like that 1 week time of the new day or new month change. So anyways, get on the deck. I call it King of the Sea. Otherwise it's Fish Control Deck, so let's get it going. 2, Fishborg Blaster, starting up the monster lineup. What you do is, this guy is a tuner, level 1, so he's that one little monster sometimes you just need to change the level with. Other than that, pretty much, you just discard it if you control level 3 or lower water monster, and you can special summon this guy from your graveyard by discarding the card otherwise. And other than that, if this card is used as a synchro material monster, all the other synchro material monsters must be water attribute. So other than that, he's really easy to play around with, and you can abuse him sort of in this deck. Now remember, the last part is effect, where the synchro material part, the water type part, or water attribute part, that is a condition. That's not part of his effect actually. So even if there's skill drain on the field, or you summon him through Superancient Deepsea Coelacanth, you must still have that requirement of they have to be water. So remember that. 1 Creeping Dude Manta, pretty much just basic in this deck sort of in a way. The reason why is when this card is normal summoned successfully, no chapter cards can be activated. Now that's not part why he's super good. You just need him so you can summon Fishborg Blaster. Other than that, he's great, and you can always use him for different part or different effects in this deck. So he's always useful pretty much. 3 Oyster Meister. This guy is great because obviously when he's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can get a token, fish type, water, level 1 and 0 defense or attack. That's the tokens stats. Other than that, this guy's great because he's 1600 beats and you can abuse him. So it's crazy. But other than that, that's basically what you use him for. The synchro material, whatever. As long as he's not destroyed by battle, you get his effect. 1 Unshaven Angler. If I were to summon Superancient Deepsea King and I don't have another water monster, I can use this guy as actually 2 tributes. Other than that, he's a fish type, level 4, so you can always synchro summon with him. Very nice. Other than that, I mean, he's just there in the deck. 2 Golden Flying Fish. 3 was too much. I played around with 3. It was like you just drew it and you didn't need it. So I played a 2. 2 is good. And as well as that, you contribute 1 other fish type monster, destroy a card on the field. Really nice. And 1700 attack makes him sort of a threat to lower attack monsters. Other than that, 2 is great. 3 Royal Swamp Eels. Level 4 fish type, water, 1700 attack, really beefy. Well, sort of beefy actually. If this card is used as a synchro material monster, all other synchro material monsters must be fish type. This is like Fishborg Blaster's cousin. The only difference is that he must be fish. Fishborg Blaster has to be water type, or water attribute. So just remember that. But he's level 4, so he's really nice and easy to play with. But remember, that synchro material monster stuff, that's a condition, once again. So even with Superancient Deepsea King or skill drain, that part of the effect still applies. 3 Metabo-Shark. Some people might say it differently. I say Metabo. The cool part about this guy is he's not also easy 1800 beater. Is that when he's normal summon, you can send 2 fish monsters from your graveyard back to your deck, and that's really nice in this deck because you can just always recycle kind of like what you need. You can even be another one of him. So let's say you have 1 in the graveyard and another fish, summon another, bring him back, and the other fish monster. So the cycle keeps on going. The only fish or non-fish monster in this deck actually, Moray of Atlantis. He's your terraforming in this deck actually. Search out Legendary Ocean. Other than that, he's 1900 beats, so that you can actually beat over Stratos. You can even tie for a Doom Caliber Knight or Thunder King if you had to. So it's really nice. Next, 3 Superancient Deepsea King Coelacanth. This guy is basic to the deck, fish deck, whatever. You need this guy. 2800 beater, 200 or 22 defense. 2200 defense. Level 7 water attribute. He's fish obviously, otherwise you're not going to be playing him if he was like aqua type. The cool part about him is his effect is once per turn you can discard a card from your hand to special summon as many level 4 or lower fish type monsters from your deck. Their effects are negated and they cannot attack, but their battle positions can be changed. I'll say that the battle position part can be changed. Other than that, if this card is targeted by a spell, trap, or effect monster's effect, you can tribute one other fish type monster, obviously on your field, to negate the effect and destroy it. So if your opponent plays like Icarus attack on this guy, you can, on him and one other card, you can tribute one fish monster and negate that because Icarus attack does target. So other than that, he's level 7, which is an important part in this deck actually. And for the last monster, like a little fun tech sort of, Earthbound Immortal Chacu. He's fish type. Now you have to summon him through 2 different means actually. Tribute summon. Actually, you can only tribute summon him anyways in this deck. But there are 2 ways to summon him. Superancient Deepsea King once you use his effect to summon fish type monsters, or take your opponent's monster and one other monster you control. Other than that, he can be re-supported in this deck. And the cool part is if you summon this guy and have him in defense and 2 Stardust, which is really easy to bring out in this deck, is 2 Stardust, and this guy in defense mode along with your field spell, it's crazy. Your opponent can't attack and they can't destroy anything because you have your 2 Stardust. As long as you don't attack with those Stardust, you're safe. I mean, what's your opponent going to do, huh? So yeah. And 2900, it's actually the, I think it's the 2nd highest in Earthbound Immortals, so without any effect or attack changing effects. So yeah. Now for the spells, 1 Moray of Greed, you have 17 targets, really nice. Otherwise, you can't use it on Earthbound Immortal, but it's nice anyways. So you can bounce them back to your deck to bring back with your Superancient Deepsea King Coelacanth. Other than that, it's just basically in there. Magical Mallet to actually bounce back your Earthbound Immortal, or spell traps you sometimes run into when you don't need them right away. So other than that, it just serves that purpose. 1 pot of Avarice. Metabo-Shark does most of your monster recycling, so you only need 1 in here. Other than that, you synchro summon a lot and use a lot of your monsters and send them to the graveyard, so it's still great. Brain Control, obviously you're going to want to run it, it's great, so kind of pointless to say otherwise. Lightning Vortex, remember a fish control deck, so you want to be able to control your opponent's monsters and stuff. 2 Big Wave, Small Wave. I found 3 was too much, so because you always draw it, you always drew it when you didn't need it, so I played 2, and it's great. What you do is you tribute 1, or you destroy, actually says destroy all face-up water monsters on your side of the field. Then you can special summon water monsters from your hand equal to the number of fish or water monsters you destroyed with this effect. So if you destroy 1, you can summon, obviously Superancient Deepsea King Coelacanth. And if you use Oyster Meister as part of this, destroying it with this card, you actually get the token then. So yeah, very awesome. 3, a Legendary Ocean. This card is actually kind of key to the deck because it helps, since Superancient Deepsea King is level 7, with this card's effect it makes him level 6 in the hand, so you can summon him with 1 tribute if you don't have Big Wave, Small Wave. And other than that, it supports your Earthbound Immortal Chacu, and this card can be searched out by Warrior of Atlantis because his effect is a warrior or a terraforming effect. So other than that, that's basically what it does. 1 Heavy Storm and Mystical Space Typhoon, obviously. Spiritual Water at Isle, you run 3 of these, but sadly I had to proxy 2. I'm sorry, I was trying to get 3 in total, but oh well. What this does is you can tribute 1 water monster inside the field, look at your opponent's hand, select 1 card in it, and send it to the graveyard. So it's like your Trap Dust Shoot, but way better. So yeah. And for last of the lineup, you have Fish Depth Charge, tribute 1 fish type monster, destroy 1 card on the field, and draw a card. So really great. It's your Regeki Break and your Upstart Goblin in 1 card. So very nice. And to finish up, we have the Transmigration Prophecy, bring back Pot of Avarice. Since you're running so much, since your Metabo-Shark and Pot of Avarice serve as your monster, recycling engine, you just use this instead. And Torrential Tribute. Obviously, control issue, so you need to run this. That's pretty much it, guys, and peace out.